Hey guys, Brady here, how you going? It's been a while since I've done a video, it's been too long. Anyway, I'm back, hopefully I'm back. Gonna do a ride this morning, and first video vlog, or vlog if you want to call it that I've done in a long time. So a little bit of a backstory before we get into it. I'll try and keep it brief. So my brother and myself, we just recently went on this 3-day epic ride into New South Wales via Dartmouth, Corryong. We went through Kosciuszko, Thredbo, Tathra, found all the off-roads, found some great roads. We had a ball. Now the thing is, my brother Bart, he's been living in Saudi Arabia for the past couple of years, so we've been planning this trip for a good 12 months. So being that he lives over there, he didn't have his own bike here. He normally hires bikes when he's overseas. So he put some money in my account and said, there's some money, there's the budget, find me a bike. So I found him a bike and he really likes it. Anyway, we did the trip and he's gone back to Saudi. He's gone back to work for another 6 months or a year. What do we do with the bike? We don't know, keep it, sell it, not sure. For the moment he said, can I just store it in your garage? And I said, sure mate. Well, brothers, I'll look after your bike, no worries. Guess what? He left me the keys. Anyway, we're gonna take this bike for a ride. And what is this bike, you may ask? Well, let's have a look at it right now. Okay, here's my bike, the good old trusty Suzuki V-Strom 650. I've had this for 2 years. I've been learning to ride off-road and do all the adventure bike riding. As it's been a couple of years since I had all my cruises. There's my wall of fame. I don't know if you can see them or not, but that's Suzuki V-Strom, which was fantastic. Little 650, I had a ball doing it. But this is the bike we're taking out today. This is a 2015 Triumph Tiger 800 XC. And Triumph love putting Triumph all over their bikes. There it is again there, Triumph. We can probably find, there it is on the Breakmaster cylinder, Triumph. I'm sure we can find it in a few other places if we look hard enough. There's the Triumph emblem down there. Anyway, enough of that. Hoo-ha, this is a beautiful bike. 800cc, I think it puts out about 94 horsepower. We got this from a dealer, reasonable price. It's all set up, it's got the bark busters, it's got crash bars, it's got the good bash plate, it's got the pivot pegs, racks. It's got a beautiful aftermarket Akrapovic exhaust, which we'll hear later on. But anyway, this is it. This is the Tiger. We're going to take this out for a run today and give it a bit of a first time ride review and comparing it to the Suzuki V-Strom. Okay, so here we go on the, it's a better shot of it out here in the light, but beautiful looking bike. Has a very aggressive looking stance. So it's very dirty too, but that's alright. We're going to see if we can get even dirtier. Just get some gloves on. Alright. Let's fire this bad boy up. It's got a nice note, hasn't it? Okay, we're out on just out on the open highway, just cruising at the speed limit. And the first thing we'll talk about with this Tiger is ergonomics, seating position, all that stuff. Excuse me. Alright, take two. Okay, here we are out on the open highway, cruising along nicely at the speed limit. And the first thing I want to talk about is ergonomics. So from an ergonomics point of view, this Tiger is very, very nice. I mean, I'm comparing it to my V-Strom 650, which I've done a few modifications in order to get the ergonomics how I like them, bar risers and drop the pegs and higher seat, all that stuff. But I'm sitting on this Tiger stock. I'm pretty sure this is all stock, and it feels right. I don't feel cramped. I'm not reaching for the bars. The seat's nice. It's a very nice, aggressive, upright position. I just feel comfortable right off the bat. So, you know, just for terms of highway kilometres, eating them up, you know, I think I could eat up as many on this as what I do easily on my V-Strom. I know my brother Bart didn't have any trouble at all. We spent, I think, 3 days and did close to 1,500 Ks, and he didn't get tired or sore sitting on this. So, you know, I can see it's ergonomically, it feels right. It's nice. Next thing, let's just kind of talk about the motor, the performance. Obviously, we've got an 800cc triple versus a 650 V-twin. Now, V-twin motors, like on the Strom, no matter how much you try to balance them or rubber mount them or whatever, it's a V-twin. It's always going to be unbalanced, and it's always going to be vibrations. And I like those vibrations. This is a much smoother ride with an inline 3. Very smooth. It's akin to my old Bandit, Suzuki Bandit 1200 that had an inline 4 in it. Smooth. Throttle response is magnificent. Gearbox is silky smooth. I love it. Wind protection. I've just got the windscreen down to the lowest setting, and you know I'm getting wind on my helmet only, but it's clean wind. It's nice wind, so I'm not going to complain about that. What do we got? We're going to do a right-hand turn here, I think. No, we're not. We're going to take the next one. In terms of power, well, you know, like I'll just drop it down about 80 k's. The car behind me won't mind. Now we're in top gear, and let's just kind of give it a boot and see how it responds. Yeah, the torque's there. The torque's there. It's nice. It's nice. I'd like to wrap it out in second gear and third gear and redline it and see how it goes, but we won't do that because that would be breaking the law. And here on Life Motorbikes and stuff, we always abide by the law. Allegedly. Sorry, let's move on. So, what were we talking about? We're talking about engine response. What about suspension for just general highway use? I think Barty set this up. He said it was a bit hard when he got it. He's turned down, decreased the, I've lost the words now, not the dampening, the other one. No, I don't want this one either. Really confusing. Oh, yes, I do. I do. Oh, alright, that's alright, we'll get there. But the suspension as it is nice and soft. It's very plush. I can feel it eating up the bumps. I really can. So I've got to do a U-ey somewhere. We'll do a U-ey here. We'll go back to that road. Right, U-turn. Let's give it a bit of a gun. We're at 100 already, look at that. Didn't even get into fourth gear. Nice. Oh, that'll put a smile on your dial. So what I'm going to do, we're on dirt road now. I'm just going to pull over because this has, and my bike doesn't have it, but this has ABS and traction control, which my Strom doesn't. So what I have to do is I'm going to take the ABS and the traction control off. So I hit info, so hit the info button. I'm looking for setup, scroll through traction control, hit info button, scroll down, off, traction control off. ABS, scroll down, ABS off. Okay, my ABS and my traction control is now off, which is what I want for this dirt riding. All right, well, I'm gonna continue down this road for a bit, and we'll just get used to the dirt. And I'm thinking of there's a little track I'm thinking of that I'm going to hit, and it's a little bit of fun. It runs along a farm property, and but I'll just going to get used to it in the dirt before I do anything silly on it, because this has got way more horsepower than what I'm used to, and it's probably got better brakes than what I'm used to, and better everything. So I'm going to be very ginger, and I'll see her in a minute when we turn onto this other property. Okay, we're out on some back tracks, kind of out behind Lindenow somewhere, and we're going to follow all this through to the main Dargo Road, and then maybe head up to Dargo on the twisties, see how we go on the bitumen. But for the moment we're just out in the dirt, and I'm going to be taking it pretty gingerly, because it's, as nice as this bike is, it's still a little bit unfamiliar, and it's going to take a bit for me to get used to it. So standing up, you know, the bars feel pretty much, you know, where they should be, how they should be. I feel pretty comfortable, and it's very responsive. You just kind of lean on the pegs, and it's flickable as. I'm very surprised. Compared to, you know, the V-Strom's a little bit kind of, you know, I don't know what I have to look up and see what the weight differences are compared to the V-Strom and the Tiger. This bike feels lighter as it's moving. I'm not sure that doesn't mean it necessarily is, but it definitely feels lighter and more flickable on the dirt. I kind of ride these little roads a little bit, and I like them, but I don't feel like I really want to let loose too much, because I still haven't worked the brakes out properly yet, and the throttle's a bit twitchy for me compared to what I'm used to do. I want to turn down there. So, some other little differences in specs. Obviously on the Tiger you've got the 21-inch front wheel as compared to an 18-inch front wheel on the V-Strom. So this gives you the better handling on the dirt, and the trade-off they say is, you know, they're not as flickable on the bitumen. But we'll find out a bit later when we get on the bitumen, just see if that's true or not. Because, look, duck. Gee, I tell you what, duck, it gets up in boogies. This Akrapovic exhaust, we kind of took the baffles out before we went away, and it's very loud. I mean, it's very nice, sounds amazing, but I think if I was going to be riding this bike on a consistent basis, I'd probably put the baffles back in, or maybe at least just one of them. I mean, it's a beautiful note, don't get me wrong, and I have the baffle out on my V-Strom Delkevic exhaust, but some days I put it back in just to quieten it down a bit. I guess it's just a sign that I'm getting older. I think back only 3 or 4 years ago, and I just couldn't get my My V-twin motor's loud enough. But anyway, maturity. Better late than never, as they say. Yep, I forgot about this view coming down the hill. This is absolutely spectacular as you come down onto the main Dargo Road. Look at that, and the sun's out. Thank you, God, for putting on a show for us this morning. Absolutely magic. What a wonderful creation. And while we were away, me and my brother, some of the scenery and the sights we seen was amazing. You know, we were getting up and leaving at 8 in the morning, which kind of had its own perils, dodging wallabies and kangaroos, but just some of the amazing, you know, mornings through the mountains and the hills, and we had sunny, beautiful weather and no traffic. It's incredible. Hopefully we'll put some footage up. I guess my brother took a heap of footage on his Insta 360, so we'll get a little video done from that stuff, and that'll be fun to have a look at. Okay, we're nearly to the highway, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to change batteries on this bike, so we'll see you soon. I'm going to go very gingerly through here and just get my feel a bit. I don't know how much. Front brakes are beautiful. Just take it easy because we've got a lot of people coming back from Dargo. We're going to head up this one. No, we're not. Not today. I like this, like you can slow right. I'm in 6th gear. I slowed right down to 80 and it just pulled out of that corner perfectly. Risk area, that's the sign. Okay, let's just take it easy through here. We're still getting the feel for this bike. Brakes are good. That was hard braking on the front. Let's just take another look at this lovely tiger. I'm just parked over on the side of the road. The tiger in its natural habitat out here in the lovely East Gippsland backdrop. Beautiful, absolutely magic place to live, and you only got to like ride 15 minutes and you're out here in the sticks. You can find a dirt track somewhere. Have a look at it. We probably need to get some decent bags, but you know, that's kind of working for the moment. It's got the bash plates, got bash bars here, bash bars here. Got the proper bark busters. They're good gear. I know the fork seals have been done on this when we picked it up. Got some nice aggressive tyres, and they feel nice on the road. They're the Bridgestone Battle Axe maybe. Very, very nice tyres. Seat's good. I don't know how this would go peeing. I need to take Lizzie out for a ride and see what she thinks. Lovely bike, beautiful bike. Triumph Tiger. We'll get back on the road. I just love it that I'm in 5th gear and it's just pulling, going up the hill around these corners. Like, I've been 4th on the Strom. So I'm going to have to go down a gear there. That was a little bit. Still getting used to the gearings and what works best for what corners, but I'd be going around these in 3rd and 4th on the Strom, whereas on the Tiger I'm going around them in 5th and 4th easily. Even on these tight ones that I'm riding pretty gingerly too. I'm not really having a real crack, but ooh, that was alright. Okay, we got a 30. Will we stay in 4th? Will it manage? Easily. Yeah, I would have had to go around that 30 kilometre one in 3rd. And another thing I like about this, on the V-Strom, that doesn't have the on the display to tell you what gear you're in. And over time and riding it, I've just kind of got to know by looking at the tacho. I know what gear I'm in by the reps. Usually 9 times out of 10, but there is that time when I get it wrong. But on this, I just kind of can look and go, oh yeah, all right, I just went around that corner and I was in 6th. That's all right. So I know most new bikes have that feature, but it's a bit of a novelty for me. I like it. I love the way it pulls. I love the note on that exhaust. Brakes are good. go. Sounds like it's screaming its head off, but it's only doing 5 grand in 5th gear. Yeah, I'm going to say it's very competent on the road. As competent, if you know, the V-Strom is a very good road bike, but it just is what it is. You know, we're talking too, like, my Strom's worth as it sits maybe 3.5 grand. 2011 with 65,000 on it. This is a 2015 with, I don't think it's got 40 or 45,000 on it. You know, this is worth 8 or 9 grand. So, you know, there's a considerable price difference. Okay, back home. So, final thoughts on this lovely Tiger Triumph. Just one more look at it. So it was a good ride. I know they had a ball. So honest thoughts, comparing the two, and look, you can't get over technical about it. And I've only ridden it today, so it's not a review. It's just a basic comparison to my V-Strom 650. And is the Triumph Tiger a better bike? Well, all these things are debatable, and I'm going to say that I think the Triumph Tiger is a very, very, very nice bike compared to the V-Strom. However, having said that, the V-Strom has its old school charms, no doubt, and that V-twin motor, you can't kind of beat that. So, there's pros and cons with everything. If I had to say any particular cons about the Tiger, the whining of the air intake, it's not it wouldn't be a deal breaker, but it's you get used to it. When you stand up, you can't see your speed. You've got to kind of bend back to have a look at it. You can't see. You can see the tacho, but you can't see how fast you're going. Just when you stand up, bizarre. Little things, not everything. No such thing as a Goldilocks bike. But anyway, I've had a ball riding this bike. I might take it out a bit more, and I'm sure Barney won't mind. And so yeah, my final thoughts are great bike, handled amazingly. I felt so planted in the dirt. If that was, it just felt so natural and right in the dirt. And I guess my final thoughts are, Barty, possession's 9/10 of the law, as they say. No, only joking. So look, we'll hopefully I'll be back doing some more stuff. I've been very dormant lately, and I'm going to get some more stuff going on the channel. Life Motorbikes and Stuff is going to be changing its name to Life Motorbikes, Guitars and Stuff. Some of you might not know I'm a musician. I'm going to start doing some guitar reviews, because I have a few new guitars that I've purchased recently, and be putting a lot more of my own music up, and be doing a lot more motorcycle vlogging as well. Just practical stuff that you can get something out of it. So Brady signing off. See you all next time. Be safe on the roads. See ya.